What's up, everybody, and welcome back to more Revolt. I am so sorry it has taken so long for this video to get recorded and updated, or uploaded, rather, but let me explain what's been going on here. First of all, let's get started with a race. We're going to continue going through the reverse tracks, and next up is all the Gold Cup stuff. As soon as this stops, there we go. Why is this... Wow, this is acting really slow. Okay, well, hopefully it won't be like that during the race. Anyway, there have been a lot of things going on lately, and I wanted to make sure I waited to record this until I knew for certain that this was going to be a thing. But basically, I got a new job. I got a job that's going to require me to move to Colorado, which is where I've been looking for a job over the last 4 months, and it is going to be insane. I'm excited about it. I just can't wait. It's going to be so perfect. Like, this is pretty much my dream job as far as what it involves, the kind of people I'll be working with, just everything about it is... Wait a minute. This is in reverse mode. Wow. I'm just so excited about this new job, I totally forgot to go into reverse mode. Alright, let's try that again. So anyway, I had an interview about a couple weeks ago, or I forgot exactly when it was, but it was a little while ago. And after the interview, like, I was feeling really good about this. Like, it was one of those situations where I could just tell that the guy who interviewed me and I just got along really well and that we would work really well together. And that just, you know how it is when that happens and you just get more psyched about it. You know, that's one of the fun things about that, is that you can just totally get more excited if the interviewer is someone you get along with, and especially since that person is going to be your boss one day. You know, it's just one of those connections. And oh man, it was so good. I wasn't just, I mean, I was expecting the interview to go pretty well, but it just because I felt a little bit better about it than I did some of the other stuff I've been applying for. But man, just the way it went down was just so good that, I know I'm just sounding way ecstatic right now, but seriously, I'm just so excited about moving to Colorado. I mean, I'm gonna miss Texas a lot, but just all the possibilities and just being closer to some of my best friends, and just everything is just super excitement worthy, and I'm just looking forward to it a lot. So here's basically what this means for the channel. What this means is not fireworks, but oh, it's AMW. We can beat AMW. I am gonna have to go basically on hiatus over the next month or two. I'm going to be moving out of where I live right now in the middle of August, around that time, kind of the third week or so. And I'm going to start this new job at the very end of August. So I'm going to have about a week to get settled in, but it's going to take a lot longer to really get everything pretty much under control, because there's going to be so much I'm going to need to change. I mean, moving out of state is just a completely new experience for me. I've done it before from California to Texas, but from Texas, you know, as an adult to somewhere else, good night. Everyone's leaving these clone pickups around. Okay, come on, let's not do this. I'm glad I've got Toyota. That is what's keeping me alive right now, I think. Because otherwise, this driving is bad. So I'm hoping maybe around the middle of September to the end of September, I might be able to start everything back on the channel. So this means that the custom tracks for Revolt won't really happen until then, and for that I'm really sorry. I wish it could have happened sooner. I didn't really want to start them now just because there's so many custom tracks I want to go through. I was thinking about doing just only like the best ones according to, you know, most Revolt fans. But then I thought, you know, there's a lot of tracks I like that aren't really quote-unquote the best, but they're still really fun. And there's so many of those I want to show you guys, so I want to make sure that when I do this, I do it right. So I'm going to hold off on it until I come back and videos start uploading again. There is, at some point, it's probably going to happen before the custom tracks, just so I can mix things up a bit. But I've got another LP planned. I don't want to reveal what it is just yet, but let me just say it's connected, shall I say, to another Let's Play I've already done on the channel, and it's going to be a very long Let's Play. That should be enough clues for you guys to figure out what it is. I mean very long. It's gonna be a monster Let's Plays. It's like if I started in September, it's probably not gonna be done until around Christmas or maybe November. Whoa, that's a weird dead end. Okay. All right. But yeah, it's gonna be a big Let's Play, so I'm really excited about it. It's gonna be awesome. I'm doing the practice run of it right now. While I have the time, and there's not really a lot of time, since I'm having to just wrap things up here and say goodbye to people and pack things up and, you know, all that crazy stuff. And I like how that ramp is the other way for the reverse mode. That's cool. Alright. Whoa. Whoa! Man. Shots fired. Alright, Humma is ahead. There you are. Whoa, did I get him? Oh, he got him with a shockwave. Nice. So yeah, that is what is coming up. It's going to be amazing. I am super hyped about it. At some point along the way, I've got a LP planned for a custom Chips Challenge set. I'm actually currently in the process of recording some of it. But I don't want to upload that yet, because we just did Chips Challenge 2, and that was a long Let's Play. And, whoa. And I wanted to take a break from CC in general, just because I've done so many LPs of it this past year. From the other 100 Tiles to, what's that other one? Josh L5, and all that good stuff. So, yeah, I'm taking a break from Chips Challenge. Just between those 3 sets, Chips Challenge 2 included. And that's a lot of content right there. I want to mix it up a little bit, so that's why I did this Let's Play. Whoa. By the way, do you guys like this Let's Play? I know it's kind of different. I'm not sure if I'll do a racing game again. It doesn't seem like this is getting as much love on the channel as some of the other stuff, so I'm not sure if I'll do this again. But, I mean, if you guys want to see the, you know, more stuff like this, let me know. Man, I'm just so excited about moving. I know I've said that like 5 times already, but it's going to be super amazing. I mean, like I said, it's just the first time I've done anything like this as an adult, and it's a really weird feeling because, like, I'm going to be starting work at the end of August at this new job, and, you know, I've spent 13 years of my life here in East Texas, and, you know, I'm sad and kind of about it ending, and I'm kind of looking forward to what's coming up next. But at the same time, you know, after such a long period of life, it's like, you feel like you kind of need a little more closure. I know it sounds strange, but it just... Wait a minute, hang on. Was that upside down from over here? It's not up there, is it? No, it's not! It's right side up! That's weird. Okay, that's weird. Okay, we've done Museum 1 reversible. Let's go ahead and do it again. Anyway, we did this in the championship in the Platinum Cup. But yeah, it's really odd feeling just because you feel like you need more closure. But hey, you know, sometimes closure needs to feel like ripping a Band-Aid off. I mean, it's just the way it goes sometimes, I suppose. What was I gonna say? Oh, I think the other thing about it is that here in East Texas, I felt like I've had like a lot of structure here in my life. Whereas, you know, I'm gonna really have to start over, so to speak, where I'm heading, and well, that's right, I have to go this way. Like, I'm gonna have to start over, find, you know, new groups of friends, and I mean, I've got some friends there already, but you know, just in terms of how I spend my time, the way I'm gonna have to, you know, do that is gonna be so different. Wow, I'm a terrible driver. It's gonna be so different, and it's gonna be without any of the safeguards I've had here in East Texas, so it's going to be a completely new experience, and that's why I'm just warning you guys, you know, I don't really know how long this is going to take in terms of, oh, right, I should have gone down the, yeah. I don't really know how long this is going to take from the standpoint of getting everything settled down and, you know, hopefully getting things back on the channel eventually, but I got to prioritize, and unfortunately the channel has to be laid aside for the moment. Like I said, you'll be back, so no worries about that. There we go. Alrighty. You know, this track really is growing on me. Like I said before, I really didn't like it when I was a kid, but now it's like, yeah, you know, this is interesting aesthetically, even though the structure of it is kind of crazy. Again, I have to wonder, how do you get into this room as a human being? Can you get into that room as a human being? Is there like a secret door, like a tomb door that you can get in through? Because so far the only entrances we've seen are car-sized. Or remote control car-sized. Whoops. Luckily, we've got a super awesome car on our side today. By the way, did I tell you guys about that weird story about that time when I saw a friend of mine on the news? Like, it was the weirdest thing. There was this girl that I knew back when I was a little kid. We took lessons from the same piano teacher. We were in the community children's choir that my piano teacher directed. And there was a time that we played a piano duet around Christmas or so. It was 1999 when this game came out, and I think we played Sleigh Ride. It was the Leroy Anderson, the original arrangement. And later on, and I remember that was around, okay, before I say later on, back when I first got the game, the time when I was learning Sleigh Ride was the time when I was on this track like 5 hours a day trying to get that star with, you know, my very limited car back then. I think that was R6 Turbo or Rotor or whatever that was. And, wait, did I just say 11th there in the lower left? Huh, that's odd. And I remember listening to Christmas music that whole time. Well, fast forward like to a couple years ago, back when this was able to be playable on a Mac, and I started playing through the game again and everything. And that was when my dad called me into his room, and he was watching the news, and he saw one of the anchors talking to this girl who is a correspondent with some political publication in Washington, D.C. And I didn't even recognize her at first, particularly since the girl I knew was like a really quiet person, and this girl was very well spoken, and like she looked completely different now since it's been several years. So it took me forever to realize it, but then he gave me a hint, and then it just dawned on me that that's who it was. And I was like, holy crap, I'm not doing anything with my life right now. I'm playing Revolt, and I'm playing the exact game I was playing back when we learned this duet, and there she is. Okay, so yeah, I am doing things with my life. That's not true, but it just felt so weird to be playing the exact same game on the computer that I was playing back as a kid, and then to see this person that I knew as a kid in a completely different place in life. But hey, you know, that's a good thing. I'm happy for her. I'm not jealous or anything. I think that's cool that she has the opportunity to do that. I don't mean to sound like ungrateful or anything like that. It's just a strange feeling, you know? It's a really odd feeling, but it was cool, though. I mean, uh-oh, we're being targeted. I really like this track. It's cool. Alright. I appreciate that on the reversed version, you don't have to go through a lot of that craziness there in the back room. Food Vault. I forgot to mention that that's the name of the supermarket. Okay. That could have been worse, I suppose. So here's a question of the day for you guys, since this is going to be the last video for a while. What is the best thing that you've seen, or excuse me, the best quote-unquote ad that you've seen on YouTube? And I put quote-unquote because, you know, not every ad on YouTube is really advertising something, you know, specifically. Well, technically a lot of them do, because, you know, somebody puts them out there and usually they're benefiting that person or entity or company or whatever. But not everything is like a commercial. It's probably the best way to... Oh, we're cutting to another car. That's why it's showing a different place. I wonder why we're doing that. Huh, okay. That's cool. Anyway, what is the best ad that you've seen that's interrupted your YouTube video experience that you just had to sit all the way through and not hit the skip button for? And the reason why I asked this is because today I saw a really interesting video on YouTube. It was one of the Jameson First Shot short films. It was called The Library Book. I don't know if you guys have seen that one or not, but it's about 7 minutes long. I highly recommend checking it out. It has a pretty cool story. I really liked it. Go look up The Library Book. Good short film. I'm not going to spoil anything about it for you guys. But yeah, what is your favorite one? That's my favorite one, but what's your favorite one? Favorite video that's interrupted your YouTube video experience? Ended up being a welcome interruption. Oh, come on. That's not very welcome as an interruption to my race. We're probably going to lose this, aren't we? Wow. Like I said, for some reason the Wild West tracks are kind of not my thing, I guess. Wow, why did I... Whoa, okay. I don't want to use this turbo boost because, I mean, there's not really a good place to do that, and... Oh, right, I have to go this way. Wow. Well, this is about as good as we're probably gonna... Well, I guess the mine shaft technically is another good place, but... Whoa, that was... Well, that ended up being kind of our undoing, but... I find it so cool that the saloon just goes right into the mine shaft there. There's like a little vent thing. So what does that smell like? What kind of air do you get inside the saloon as a result of that? Whoa! Check out that drift there with the oil slick, man. That's pretty sweet. Get a ball bearing released. I'm gonna go this way. I think this is the faster way. Okay, we're in 4th now. Hopefully we can catch up here. Alright, we got one more lap. Good, we gotta pick up. Watch out for tumbleweed. Okay. That turn. I should not have done that. I should not have done that. Yeah, we're not gonna win this. What is going on here with this track? Good night. I like this in reverse mode, by the way. It is pretty awesome. I think the only thing that it lacks is that the original just had that awesome moment of seeing that minecart and you're like, oh, we're going into a mine. Whereas here, you're in the mine and you get out, which, I mean, I guess that is kind of cool too. But still, I do like the original. And this version. Alright, well, 8 seconds behind first place, but I'll take it. Alright, and last but certainly not least, Titanic 2. Bum, bum! Thankfully, we were able to get some practice already with Titanic 1 in reverse, so that's nice. I do find it kind of a little sad that this is the only track that uses the sky map in the game, and oh my, I don't want to be in a swimming pool during a storm. I would have loved to have seen other tracks that use this kind of nighttime, dark, dreary thing. You know, even if it's not raining, you know, just use it. I mean, a lot of custom tracks have done that. Yeah, I love Titanic. I just wish the second track was a different ship. That would have been cool. Alrighty, good, good, good. Lap 2, alright. This track I can handle. For some reason, Ghost Town 2 just... I can't do it. Oh wait, the ramp isn't the right way. Aww. They didn't adjust the ramp for the reverse mode and the... Aww. It's kind of weird. Man, we're way ahead of everyone. Look at this. Man, they're falling behind. It must be like an oil slick that tripped everyone up or something. Whoa, ball bearing. I can't decide between calling it a bowling ball or a ball bearing. I always called it a bowling ball as a kid. I still do that to an extent. Whoops. That was not smart. Trying to think if there's anything else that's been going on lately other than all this job excitement. Oh yeah, I've been hitting up some of the some restaurants I really like here in East Texas that only exist in East Texas because I know I'm not going to be able to get them in Colorado, even though the place I'm moving to has pretty much almost every chain imaginable. But there's those local places that are just super awesome. You can't replace those. Boom. That turn is kind of a little evil. Yeah, I shouldn't have done that. But we won. We got first place. And we are done racing all the tracks. I think that's pretty much it as far as the main game goes, other than this multiplayer stuff. And I still don't think this is... Yeah, Is there no one online? I don't think that there's anyone online. So yeah, it's probably a good place to just go ahead and leave off for now. I wanted to thank you guys again for watching this Let's Play, and also thank you guys for waiting for this video. I'm sorry it took so long, but I want to make sure I could tell you guys the news for certain, because it took a few days before I found out if I got the job or not, and thankfully I did. It's just a matter now of trying to wrap everything up here, which is quite a lot of stuff, so just bear with me, and hopefully I'll be back with more content here soon. And yeah. Let me see if I can show you one. Can I play against a computer? Wait a minute. Hang on, maybe I can do this. Hang on. Please tell me there's a computer around. Okay, basically the point of this game is to find the star, and I think it's to have... You have to pass it along to the other car. It's kind of like hot potato. You have to get rid of it before the clock runs out on it. Like, you get 3 minutes, and whoever has the star, the clock will run out while they have it, and you want to get rid of it. And so basically the layout here is kind of like the backside of Toys in the Hood 1, and the star can be hidden in any number of places. Like, sometimes it's hidden in this log over here, which you can access from the other side. Of course, you get pickups so that you can help destroy your opponent and everything. I just wish we had someone to play with. That would be so cool, but I guess the computer doesn't play this. I just kind of want to find where the star is. Let's just see. I thought there was like a playground area. Yeah, here we go. I think sometimes it can be up here too. Somebody made like a custom track out of this track, which is one of the fun things about the battle tag tracks, is that some custom track makers have taken the maps and have repurposed them into actual tracks, and I'm going to try to see if I can find those so that we can play them. Custom tracks. I'm going to be downloading some custom tracks I haven't played in a while when I do that part of the Let's Play, so yeah, I'm going to go all out on the custom tracks. I think it might be here, because this is a spot where it's sometimes hidden. No, it's not over here in the corner, huh? That's one of the locations where it can be sometimes. Here? I don't think it's hidden here. Wait, no it is. There you are. Alright, let's see. Let's check out Garden Battle. This is the only other garden track in the main game. Now, one thing that's really interesting about Battle tag mode is that the, yeah, that right there. The key that you normally use to get yourself back on track, the home key, is now repurposed to be a flip your car key, since there's really no back on track in these arenas. So, for the longest time, I was wondering, how do you get into those little areas, because I think sometimes the stars are hidden there. And that's the way you do it. I didn't realize that's how you do it, but that is basically the only way. And I'm curious where the star is on this one. This is basically like a simple battle course. Kind of reminds me a lot of the battle courses from the original Super Mario Kart. Okay, so maybe not really, but that's kind of what I thought of. Where's the star? It's gotta be here somewhere, right? Oh wait, sometimes they're in the corners. I think, yeah, there it is, right there. This one's a good one for, like, general driving around trying to find people sort of thing. Let me do Museum Battle next, because I like Supermarket Battle. I'll save it for last. In case you're wondering, some people have made, battle tracks of their own that replace the battle tracks here. And that's an interesting thing to do, and there's the star right there. I think it's always in a corner. I don't think it's anywhere else. But here we get a nice space-themed battle track. There is a track designer who made a track out of this, and it ended up being really interesting. It was taken in a completely different direction. It was basically the same layout, but with more stuff added outside. And, like, these areas weren't ramps, they were just kind of like, well, at least some of them weren't ramps, they were just little bumps that you could go through that just happened to be kind of transparent. So yeah, it was a really awesome track, and I'll be sure to play that for you guys. And I think here's a good spot where we can get off right here and just kind of drive around. I don't think stars are ever hidden in these little pathways there. But yeah, really fun track, definitely a cool layout. Let's get that star. And really steep, too, up those slopes. No, I didn't mean to do that. Come on, get back up. Alright, there we go. Whoop. I keep doing that. Supermarket Battle. Here we go. This one is a lot of fun. I like this track a lot, because you get this area here that's like a bunch of aisle type areas, and then you go out over this way, and then you get one of these freezer areas. But the fun thing about the freezer here is that you can actually get on that upper area there. You can see the star up there. So let's go that direction. Again, I failed to understand how this would really work in real life, but oh well. So yeah, there's the star, and it looks like I'm kind of forced to get it, but maybe we can drive around it. And like I mentioned earlier, I think one of the supermarket tracks that, like the race tracks that people have made, was based on this. So yeah, you can drive around up here too and drop down below, which is pretty sweet. Whoops. Oh well. And of course, the slippery nature of this makes it more interesting, so that's cool. And there's a sign here for the track editor. Let me see if I can show that to you guys. Make the world a better place, track editor. Yeah, I wouldn't say that that's necessarily a better place. But we won, and that's cool. Alright, I'm gonna see, can I want to try 2 players and just show you guys the mechanic of passing the star around. I'm not going to run through like an entire match, but let's give you Toyoko too. So you can see here we start right next to each other. So once I find the star, I can pass it to him, and there it is right there. Whoops. Can I not get it? Or did I miss it? Oh, come on. Grass can be kind of a little tough to drive on. Yeah, this grass, man. Yeah, that makes sense. It is grass after all, but still. Wow, come on. I keep missing it. Good night. There we go. So now you can see that I'm counting down. And if I pass it along to him by bumping into him, Now, his clock starts running out. And now he zaps me, and then my clock starts running out. So the first person whose clock runs out is the loser, pretty much. So you want to make sure you're not that person. You want to stay alive. And of course, if both people were actually alive and driving around, this becomes way interesting. And with all the weapons and everything, it can be a real blast. So that's battle tag for you. Sorry I didn't exactly have someone to play with, but yeah, it's a really fun game. I enjoyed it as a kid. My dad and I played it quite a bit. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap things up right here. I'll see you guys on the flip side. So until then, take care, guys, and I will catch you next time from Colorado.